The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough, join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Perp's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, hey, hey. Come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Ooh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, hey, hey. Come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, hey, hey. Come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.
Hello, Sofa Squad. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. If you could drop a number 1 in the comment section, let me know that you can hear me talking. Oh, hey, Jenny. How's it going? Thank you, Katie Cat. Thank you, Culinary Sue Down Under. Hey, Indy, how are you? Hey, Audra, how are you? Hey, Shannon, what's up? Tux, how's it going? Tammy, Heavenly. I hope y'all are doing, doing well, doing well. Hey, Upstate. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Susan. Hey, Joanna. Hey, South Carolina. Hey, Jenny. Meow, meow. So, hey, Sandy. Oh, we got stuck. Hey, Emily. Okay, so Tori. Speaking of Tori, okay, y'all, I have this pulled up. The first thing we're gonna watch, okay, just to set the tone. Now, I'm gonna say this: this has a bad word in it, the S word. So if you have kids watching, just know that that's getting ready to come up. Tori, Tori, I don't remember. Let me know. Did you or somebody? Tori sent this to me. Somebody made it for her, or she made it. I can't remember. You correct me, however you need to, Tori, in the comment section. This is like a little clip that she did of like, I don't know which. I don't know. You call these memes or something? What do the youngins call this stuff these days? Good Lord Almighty. Okay, I don't know, but it's from the don't flatter yourself moment. Okay, and it's so funny. So. We're going to watch that real quick. It's like 2 minutes. And then my friend made it for me. I just told him what I wanted. Okay, cool. So there. So there you go. Let me pull it up here. And I'm curious to know how many of you know some of the references that are in here. Please hold. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. What? You don't hear anything? Y'all don't hear anything? Oh, that's weird. Well, that just ruined all the fun. Let me see if y'all can hear another screen. It might just be the way that I'm doing it, and then I don't know how to fix that. Let me see if y'all can hear this other video before we go any further, because I wanted to do other stuff. Let's see. Stop sharing. Present. Well, that just ruined everything now, didn't it? Please hold. I'm just here for the cringe bench. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the Sofa Squad. Okay, can y'all hear this? They're not saying anything, but
Miss Woodcock,
okay, tell me if y'all can hear it, okay?
did you see or hear or
Just drop a number
personally
1
witness
and then we'll know.
me
You can't hear her
conspire
either?
with Alex Cox to kill my
You can hear her,
husband, Joe
yes.
Mazzello?
No, but I saw a ton of
1.
evidence that did.
Okay, y'all can hear her.
No further questions.
Okay, there we go, yeah.
All right,
Okay,
correct.
so hold on. So I'll show the other thing at another time. It's just the screen that I have, and it apparently doesn't play audio. Please
You
help.
asked about the relationship between your brother.
Oh, this is good. Okay. Now, let me come back over here before we get to showing stuff and whatnot. Okay, there we are. So what we'll do, but it's okay, cool. Yeah, I'll turn it up some because you know what? Hold on. That's all the way up. And it might just be that screen. Each one might be a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is talk about this week. Obviously, no, they're all the way up. Okay. I'm just reading your stuff right here. So, major first week in the Daybell trial, right? I mean, so many moments, and we did our membership Saturday. And we kind of talked about these here. So if you were there, it might be kind of repeat information or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. One thing I also want to do tonight is I want to look at Nate Eaton's little video he did about who's left. You know, pardon me, who's coming up, etc., witness wise. Because y'all tell me what you think. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking this to myself. I'm like, okay, definitely solid week of testimony next week. Depending on how it goes, I mean, I'm sitting here thinking like, well, how much longer could this go on the following week? Like, I see next week them getting through the rest of the state's witnesses, and then the following week, Lori. But here's the thing, like Lori said, a lot of her, what do you call it? What do you call that? Subpoenas. Her subpoenas didn't go out. Northwest says 1.5 more weeks max. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, the beard, I had to. It's like, oh my gosh, right? I trimmed it all off. I was supposed to do it next week. Yeah. Yeah, I trimmed it all off. Girl. Yes. Oh, yes. Lori subpoenaed several detectives. Do they actually get them? Yeah, Courtney said next, but you know what? Let's do. Let's go ahead and watch the Nate's little thing where he's talking about who's left or whatever. I know the asked and answered, right, Wilma? When the attorney was basically like, look, I just want to give you this little asked and answered what do you call it? Objection card. Anytime Lori opens her mouth, just go on and slap this card up here for an asked and answered objection. Here's the thing too. So before we watch this, just talk in general. So, you know, looking in the context of this now, again, taking like, say, I mean, do I think she's guilty? Well, obviously 100%, right? I mean, there's that. But then looking at it from the perspective of like what has been presented. And again, this is what I think. Wait, okay, so Elizabeth said, wait, time out. Saw Colby's video. Who is he speaking of? Okay, I have not seen Colby's video. What are y'all talking about? I've seen 2 people talk about it. What's going on with Colby's video? Is there like some kind of major drama he mentioned in it? Drop it in the comment section and I'll keep finishing my thought here. So with Lori getting up there, these are the things. And so I'm going to see what I think she's done, air quotes, well. I think she's learned when to be quiet to an extent, although her bias comes out when it's someone like Kay. Or no, she got quiet pretty quick with Kay. But like the how do you say it? The woman who wanted the Nancy, these people, right? Oh, hey Lauren, how's it going? I've got to go watch Colby's video. Drama. Someone is spreading rumors about his family and he is over it. Colby is with Hidden True Crime. Very good. Are you talking about Colby and Hidden True Crime? And what kind of, and so somebody's spreading rumors, and what kind of rumors are they spreading, and what would be the point of that? Like, what would be the point of that? His wedding, Lori leaving halfway doing bride's hair, Tyler was there. Oh, really? Okay, so are you saying, so is it on Colby's channel or is it on Hidden True Crime? Which video? In her custody. He did a video about people talking about Tylee not being there. Okay. Colby's channel. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lauren. It's this girl cousin that has a okay, Colby's channel. Colby's channel. Okay, yeah. And Colby clad that one too. Okay. Okay. So I'll check that out. Okay, so I'll check out Colby's channel. They just hold on. The dogs are gonna hold on. Okay, sorry. I had to manipulate the dogs with treats. Okay, so also, what's the drama about somebody spread rumors about his family? Like, what kind of rumors are these? Did he even go into it? Hey. Another channel was spreading rumors that Colby didn't want Tylee at the wedding. Oh, God, really? So is there like, how would you say this? Opposing channels to like pro Lori or something like that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there like pro Lori channels or something? Like the Tylee didn't want to attend that. The Tylee was okay. Yes, because she wasn't. Oh, God. But Tylee was at the wedding. That's absurd. Yeah. He didn't cut name, but it sounds like people who don't actually know the family are out there talking. Okay. Okay. Did you watch the video the night of the trial he went to? He said Lori made a pew pew gesture to Adam. And so, oh my God, are you serious, Indy? Yeah, I'm conspiracy, and I'm not sure how the state. Wait, hold on. Let me go back up. This is major. I started watching it, and then I appreciate that. I wasn't in my. Okay, wait. I didn't see who it was. I didn't think so. Conspiracy to commit murder requires proof of agreement between two other people. At least one agreement. I was like, wait, the facts aren't adding up, which means someone's just vying for attention. Yeah. No, we don't do that. There are fans of this is true, Tori. I believe it's a family member, the cousin. Yeah, but I saw that. I heard that too, and yet she did it. That doesn't surprise me. Hey, I know. Good boy. This is my fear for him. The case has some tight spots that he is vulnerable. Oh, person stream. Okay, I'm just reading your thing. Okay, wait. So I missed that. Hopefully, I'm just mumbling. I'm sorry. Annie Cushion is going live tonight talking about family together April 2018. After all the time, Kobe now shows pics of his wedding. Never mind Lori saying Tylee wasn't there. And wait, hold on. The thought of Lori having a fan club is disturbing. I know, right? I was just came as a guy. Y'all, time out. Okay. Side note. Did y'all know that Jodi Arias has a website that she sells artwork from prison on? Did y'all know this? Not that I'm like accusing you of like you needed to know. Oh, thanks, Matt, for the gift of memberships. I'm just catching up with all your stuff right now. And clearly I'm way behind. I was like, I saw that today, y'all. I was like, what? You know, I looked it up and found it. And I was just like, no. I mean, I'll say this. She is a good drawer. Oh, you know, John, you know, people are buying it up, right? So 100% people buying it up. And what's funny is like in her thing that she talked about like, I don't know how to say it, but almost like in the first part, like her bio, like you don't know who she is, right? Like it's like one of us like randomly decided like we were gonna like pretend we could like sell art and draw it or whatever. And we were gonna do that. We're describing ourselves, but we like leave that key element out of like, oh yeah, by the way. But she does say what prison she's in. It was like it was so crazy. So, anyways, so murder memorabilia again. You know, even like, and I'm trying to remember. I was so I'll go to like horror conventions horror, HORROR. And I was at one, and the merch that they sell and stuff, that's really cool. Like this one thing was there that would like do, I'm making this up, like pretend it was like Friday the 13th, and it was like one of those 3D boxes of like stuff from it and whatnot. Well, they also did them for like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, like think of all these like big name serial killers. And it just hits different when it's real. But you know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, I'm like, I just don't know how to feel about that. Right. And I'm like, this is a real person's like, murder, a diorama. Thank you. Now the Jason ones, like the horror film ones were cool or whatever, but it was just like, it was so weird. So anyways, now side note also, y'all, I went last night to see the movie The Woman in the Yard. Y'all, it's good. Okay, it is good. I keep meaning, and this is what I start doing too for the horror movie review channel. I'm gonna just literally like when I make videos of there, do the phone recording and post them, because I desperately want to post stuff there and talk about it. But in my world, I'm like, oh, it needs to be this edited video and all this type of stuff, and I don't have time to do it, and so therefore I never do it. So, there's that. Okay, so long story short, so we've established that somebody's out there talking smack about Colby and the family and the wedding. Lori was doing pew-pews at Adam, not surprising. And yeah. Okay, now let me ask y'all this. Okay, so on this note, remember, we've got Lori up. She's conspiracy to kill Charles Valor, her husband. And I saw somebody talking about this earlier. That's what I was scrolling back looking for. What do y'all think? Like, first of all, have they proven conspiracy yet? Now, I know we still have more trial to go. But when you get down, and again, this is where I was going. We all, we know she did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is much as clear. Do we think for a jury who has not seen the case, doesn't know all the stuff we know, and it's going to be up there and sitting there talking about, have they proven, bam, without a doubt, without a reasonable doubt, conspiracy to kill Charles Mallow? Jenny says 90. Jenny Price says yes, they prove it. Second, Jenny says, hold on, let me scroll up. Isn't this working? Nothing is working for me today. Okay, I think they 90% proven a conspiracy. Okay, let me just go down. Watch How I Fire. They have proven she's linear. It's 100%. Growing up with her was chaotic, and he had to be catering to her all the time. That makes completely sense immediately now. Makes total sense. Not yet. I don't think they have. We have to pretend we don't know, and that's really hard. Text messages and emails next week. Okay, so Northwest says text message, emails next week. For me, I'll say this. I don't think they're 100% there yet, but I think when they show some text messages and emails, that is going to cement the story. I think the connecting the dots and the energy, like, to me, if I was a jury, I would be thinking this. I'd be like, something's definitely up with this woman. I don't like her. I don't trust her. She's not very nice. She's, these people are talking, and like they're talking about the kids are in past tense, and there's the money over here, and no one seems to like her, and all this energy. But I haven't seen text messages where it's like, bam. I think when they drop that, if they drop it, there's going to be like here we go right now. And I can't remember off the top of my head or whatever, but there's definitely been some bombshell type moment. So Kay Woodcock, number one. Okay, wait, hold on. To me, I feel like yes, but I cannot offer an unbiased opinion. Same. I don't think so. It seems like a disconnect since they don't know what we know. Yeah. Circumstantially, yeah, 100%. Circumstantially, absolutely. I'm waiting for prosecution to throw out some hard evidence like text, emails. That's what I'm looking for. Circumstantially, I think they've 100% there, right? Okay, not yet. From what I heard so far, I don't think so. I think they're flirting with proving it. Trial by fire is so good. Hope she testified. would give good money. Would give good money for you. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Let me finish reading your stuff here. They are close, but the emails and text. Yeah, the emails and texts will seal the deal, I think. They have proven Charles was murdered so far, and that's it. Yeah, I don't think so, but it was just first week. Because this is the tricky thing. Alex did it. Lori wasn't there. That's all we know for a fact so far. Yeah. Lori, not, yeah, like, I don't think so either. If there's enough questions. Oh my gosh, I forgot where y'all parked now. I know, right? Yeah, did everybody check your parking? We need to do it. We need to do. I saw somebody up when I did it earlier in the comment section. I was like, hey, where did y'all park? And they're like, I accidentally hit your mailbox. Oh, maybe that's why she's asking. Oh my God. There's no reasonable doubt the way she conducts herself is gross. 100% agree, Christy. Except remember how in the interrogation room, Lori was talking about having his phone and there must have been something on there he didn't want us to see. And also remember, yeah, Akasha, totally. Remember how in this one too, where Lori admits to she grabbed his phone and wouldn't give it to him. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, even the way she's described what we've heard of everything going down, to me, if I was the jury, but again, it's hard to say because of what I already know, something would be up with that, where I'd be like, you know, like something's not adding up. They didn't know. Let's see, people saying they know she didn't, but they think the president has gotten there yet. There's a faint whistle from a falling amble. Yeah, right. They're not quite there in my mind, close. And then the girl he went on a date with, oh yeah, she was good. We're gonna rewatch that here in a minute. They're close. Yep. Okay. How? Oh, hello, Lisa from England. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out on the sofa. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm just kind of reading through your stuff here real quick. Lori threatens to kill people. Oh, yeah, if you get out, let's say not guilty, and then you get out and you learn what happened. Yeah, Courtney says, you know, if I was a juror, I'd be wondering, like, you know, what about JJ Tiley, all these people? Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I feel like they might, because, okay, remember when Kay was up there and she spoke about the kids in past tense, but then also at the very end, and this is one thing I think Lori does good, okay, that I'm kind of surprised about, because rewatching her stuff that she does, I'm like, okay, I'll hand it to Lori where she's finessed her game a little bit. However, the narcissist in her can't, how do you say it? It just can't let some things go. Where if she wasn't personally invested or a raging narcissist like that, I think she would. When she does the whole thing where she's like, have you personally seen with your eyes or your ears, that whole thing, me conspire to kill my husband? And everyone so far has been like, no. But Kay was like, and God bless her, where she was like, no, but I've seen tons of evidence that says yes. I love that she got that in there, right? I love that she got that in there. That was so perfect. And then two, this part right here where Kay was like, we didn't even know that he was dead. We learned through Larry's doing Google searches. She FedExed him to us. That right there is like, what the, you know what? I mean, I think at minimum, all it's going to take is for the jury, for the state to show the jury. I'm talking some hardcore, like, bam. And correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, because I'm just speaking off the sofa here. Have they shown the text messages or the email yet that is between her and Chad that she's talking about, will we at least get the $4,000 still? Remember all that evidence of like Lori talking to Chad to divulge that Kay got the money, and then she's going over the other money that she's going to get. Like, hey, we still get the $4,000 and blah, 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 blah. Is that allowed, and have they shown that yet? Because to me, that's major, right? So all the circumstantial stuff they've shown that puts her in like the 100% not trusting her. And then they start showing some of that hardcore stuff. I was wondering where they haven't shown a lot of chat stuff yet. I know, right? I pray somehow, some way, Loin Fire is brought into the situation. I mean, just I pray. And that someone like the state has to read it, because it's even funnier when like reporter type people are like dead serious people read that, because it makes it even funnier. You know what I'm saying? Like me doing like funny voices is funny, whatever. But when you hear someone being like dead serious reading that, it sends me over the edge. Nice one, Charles. Oh yes, so Stitch brings up another good topic, the fingerprint evidence. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Pardon me. Here's my thought process. Okay, so you know how, first of all, the lady, I can't remember her name, but the scientist, I don't know if she's a doctor, whatever, but the scientist woman who got up there to talk about the fingerprints, who was like insanely smart, and I was like, go on, put Lori back. Let's see what Lori has to say about all this. You know what I mean? But when she was talking about up there, and it was like they went through all that, and I was like, here's our bombshell moment. Here's our bombshell moment. And it was like nothing, right? And of course, like they're like, we're not going to find the things here, which is where Tylee's you would expect them to be. But then I was like this, I was like, okay, because there was nothing really on there, I personally would, again, Allison says Charles's fingerprint should be on the bat. At minimum, I expected Charles and Alex's to be all over the bat. You know, Tylee's maybe not so much, since they were saying that you wouldn't get fingerprints off that section, but even then, so I would kind of expect them, because when you sit here and listen to the alleged drama that took place with that baseball bat, it sounds like hands should have been all over it, right? Should have been all over it. But it's like a couple of smudge type things. And it's like, okay, so all this fumbling around and grabbing the bat and threatening and doing this and doing that. Yeah, Courtney says wiped it down. Bandit says it was set up, no bat involved. Someone wiped the bat down. The state needs to really tighten this up. From what we heard, the jury needs to feel like there's more to this than they're hearing. Yeah. Lack of fingerprints are just assessed. Actually, so Tori, yes, that's how I felt. I felt like the lack of prints was just as shady as being like, because I was waiting for them to say this. Lori Daybell's prints were all over the bat. Honey, right then and there, I would have been like, go on, jurors, just go on and write that little verdict out. Oh, wait, hold on, Paula. Thank you, Paula, for those super chat. We need wait, hold on. Let me go. Please help. We need t-shirts and coffee mugs with "Don't flatter yourself. I'm nonchalant." I love that. I did a couple of, I don't have that exact same, but I have one that says something about "Don't flatter yourself," and then another that says "Mostly nonchalant." In the what do you call it? The merch store. And thank you again for the super chat. He says she would have used more snark if she could do it again. Oh, I love that. I still have to watch Kay, and I'm gonna listen to that Colby thing you're talking about, because I'm curious about that now too. Let me do this. Please help. Please help. Okay, I'm just reading your thing. So the fingerprints, to me, like Tori said, I feel like, yes, because of the weirdness with them, Northwest, that's good. They don't flatter yourself. The enchiladas weren't good. That's amazing right there. It was, you know, it just was whatever. So, oh, and the whole translated being, okay, now let's talk about this. Okay. Now I want to say this, and I'm talking about the two witnesses, Christina, and what was the other one's name? Was it Sabrina? Yeah, Atwood or Atwater. And I don't have it in front of me. God bless them for getting up there and testifying, first of all. Tammy, thank you for the gifted memberships. Just putting that out there. These are the vibes that I got off of them. Okay. First of all, I got off the first one, and again, I can't remember her name, but if you've watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I got the vibe that she was scared. Okay. Now, off both of them, an embarrassed vibe, right? Like, embarrassed. Now, also, there's a whole level of they're probably still active in the church. So I'm sitting here thinking this, and I'm like, if I was active in the church and I was going up there, and to me, this is what it sounded like with them. It sounded to me like they were invited. Hey, come out, check this out. We have girls' weekend from hell, and they get out there, and it's literally a girls' weekend from hell, and they're being bombarded with this stuff that's like translated beings and all this, and they're kind of like, huh? What? Okay. And they might have been nice and kind of went along with it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, we'll do this, like followers. Because if you watch too, who Lori chooses to bully, okay? I feel like Lori, yeah, and so Jenny, hold on, real quick. Jenny says they can't say they totally believe Lori was translated zombies, they'll get in trouble, I bet. See, I think that's going on there too. Is that they can't say stuff like that because they're like, people are watching, you know what I mean? And so even they're probably like, well, let's see how involved you were with this. But you see how Lori comes at them in a badgering type way because she feels like she can. Because I feel like Lori, hey, Slow, went after people like these two ladies we saw. Oh, thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. She went after the people, the two ladies we saw, the Melanie Gibbs, the Zulemas, these kind of like passive type personalities that could be badgered around a little bit. And so I got that from them. I got, very timid, very shy, very will follow kind of energy. How do you say it? The first lady, and both of their memories were very, very bad. I thought that was interesting. Both of the first lady was like scared, like to me, like scared, like of Lori. One of them didn't agree with not repenting. I mean, think of the stuff that Lori was saying. Again, I'm not in the LDS world. I'm not there. I'm not bashing that. So from my vantage point, seeing like, okay, I kind of got a gist of the general belief system. So when they show up and Lori's over here talking about, in lack of a better terms, I'm God, I'm running the show. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. By the way, Charles is a damn zombie. I'm crushing pills up, putting them here, putting them there. Welcome to Girls Weekend. Here's my creepy brother, Alex. All the things, right? It's weird. And then imagine, so you've seen how we see the behavior. Even Adam said on the stand, he was like, yeah, Alex and Lori there's inappropriate closeness. Imagine showing up for a girls' weekend. And number one, just Alex in general, being anywhere in the situation. To me, he gives creepy, like very creepy. Imagine on top of it, he's there, he acted a certain way towards Lori in front of other people. You know what I mean? So imagine that, and you're seeing that being like, what's up with that? And then on top of it, they're sitting here talking about, I wish I could just go ahead and kill Charles. Well, I wish I could just, I've been putting pills in his thing. I mean, and you're like staying at these people's house. That would be freaky as all get out. Oh, yeah. Leslie says, hold on. Well, I can't scroll back up to it, but Leslie says the thing about how Alex's first wife was like, yeah, I left. I was like, I don't know what's up with you and your sister, but it's gross. You know what I'm saying? Jenny just said, I'd be so scared. Oh, I would be scared too. Totally scared. And again, somebody mentioned it earlier where it's like, you have like a lot of times with the quiet, timid, I'm the LDS wife kind of vibe or whatever. That's the energy I got those two ladies. And so if they're showing up, pardon me, and you're running into all that kind of craziness, that would be frightening. And again, pardon me, Lori being bullying, badgering. Imagine how arrogant she was at this time where she wasn't arrested. She'd gotten away with some stuff. She was just starting it. and whatnot. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. So it's like, I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Yeah, this one. So this is Luke. It's hard to see him. He looks like a coyote. It's so funny. They cut him completely down. Now his hair needed it. His hair is completely different than I don't know where Bo is. Oh, he's in the thing. Um. Oh, Cindy, thank you, and I'm glad you like those. Thank you for the super chat. But Luke's hair is more like wiry. And so we just did a reset with him. But Bo's, I was like, don't cut Bo's like that, right? I was like, when I went and picked him up out of the little van because it was a come to your house thing, I was like, yeah, but I told her do whatever with Luke that you need to do. Because his hair, I was like, I don't know what to do with it. You gonna let me pick you up or no? No. Yeah, he's having a moment. We'll get him later, but with Bo, I was like, Bo has like true like human hair, like long, thick, dark hair that like you see in the dog shows, like where their hair like blows in the wind. So I was like, yeah, don't do that to Bo. It's like little Luke. Hopefully Luke's will grow back in normal. He had a lot of puppy hair. So, anyways, the first comment I read after that, I turn and look. Can you imagine Chad with just chaps? I can. No, and to answer your question, no. Of course, you already know I got the mental image. Just sitting here like, no. Girl, it's Sunday night. It's Sunday night. It's the Lord's Day. And talking in that voice that he did. Hey, baby, I'm wearing these for you. Want to meet me in the portal? Oh my God. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's loin fired 100%. Oh, that was funny. Thank you, Barb. We got Matt's home. Major groceries. Oh, heavens to Betsy. This is big time. This is big time. Hey. Okay, so there, hold on there. Wait, I'm catching up with your thing. I'm sure they got you never literally they could have totally done that. And then Kat says, if I saw someone like Alex at the girls' weekend, I'd definitely be putting a dress up against my door. Yeah, I just get this vibe that like Alex is just like, okay. Remember that movie Christmas Vacation with the Eddie, the cousin? That energy. That kind of energy is what I imagine Alex to give. If you know the movie I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That's the kind of cousin Eddie. I envision Alex as being like that kind of like whatever. Okay, wait, hold on. Look. I know it's exciting. So this is Bo. Now his face got cut. Not cut, but you know what I'm saying, his hair. Come here. It's okay. You're gonna go. Look. Okay, there you go. He wants nothing to do with me. He wants nothing to do with me. You just kind of like, yeah, but the zombies are out real big today now. Oh, I know. Can you imagine? Okay, now let's also talk real quick because we haven't talked over here yet, except in the live chat or whatever, about see, well, I just love like seeing the little things y'all bring up, but let's talk about Nancy Joe Hancock. Okay, so now I've said a lot of this in videos, but we'll talk, we'll rehash it here, whatever. Okay. Now, also, first of all, while I'm thinking about this right now, so remember, tomorrow court starts 30 minutes early our time. So instead of 2:00, we'll start at 1:30, and then it'll go to whenever. Pardon me. And then Monday through Thursday, Friday's off. Okay. So Nancy Joe, and we're gonna watch it again. We'll watch her thing here in a second. So here's the thing. There's a couple of things that started making me nervous with this, and I was like, oh gosh. Number one, like obviously loved how Nancy called her out, right? And even Nancy was being respectful because she was like, look, you could tell that she was teetering around what you could say and couldn't say. You know what I mean? And not just putting it out there. And pardon me. And so that whole thing of, you know, don't flatter yourself and, you know, just being very nice about it. Because again, what Lori was trying to do with her was shame her and make her look bad for the church. Because one thing that Lori is quite well aware of is that she's like, yeah, this jury doesn't know, or we don't care, or whatever, that they don't know A, B, and C. So in like Lori's world, she's sitting here talking about, well, you know, we weren't doing this. All they know is that was my husband. They don't know A, B, and C. We weren't getting divorced. Even though, like, behind the scenes, we were like, girl, seriously? And I think Nancy Joe was taken aback a little bit, like, what? Like, okay, well, yeah, he was getting divorced, you know. Maybe you weren't, but he was. And so, oh, hold on. But then when Lori started going and being like, well, do you know so-and-so? And she's like, you know, going down all the list of like her family members and stuff like that. And she's like, so you talked to Kay, okay. And then Adam, you met Adam. Oh, you met him on a dating site. Okay. You saw him on there. Okay. And Brandon, oh, you talked to Brandon. And I was like, oh my God, is Lori getting ready to like out this woman as like, what do you call it? Like a true crime fan person who like interjected themselves into the world. Almost like, you know, they haphazardly found themselves in it. And then we're like, you know, fangirling or whatever you want to call it. But then when it was like, okay, this is such a tiny little world, apparently, you know, I don't think that part's going to be bad. And yeah, Adam admitted he was on the dating site, his podcast channel. Every time he says I know every time she said that, yeah. Oh, and then also, yeah, hold on, let me scroll back up. And did you schedule a date? Or remember the part where she was like, so let's just recap. So you were dating men from these various websites. And she, I mean, I was like, oh my God. And then the way she was also like, you know, so do you date married men normally? And then the judge was like, well, first of all, you know, the state's like, hold on now, she's bullying him. And the judge is like, you can talk to her about stuff that was there. But I think they were just kind of surprised where it was like, girl, settle down. Like, hello, do you know what you've been convicted of already? I mean, my gosh. Oh, yeah. And Kat says when she was talking to Nancy Joe, Adam was her brother, not Mr. Cox. Oh, 100%. She knew when to do that. She knew when to do that. She would be like, you know, my husband. Oh my gosh, that part. I know, right? Tori says like, Lori, do you date married men and then kill their wives? That's the thing. I'm just like, honey, you killed Tammy. Forever Wonder says gossip, rumor, and innuendo. Watched it and said objection, weirdness. I love it. I love Kathy. Yet your husband is on death row. Exactly. It's just that's the like the shock of it, right? Foodie beauty. Oh my gosh, Jay. I have stumbled down the rabbit hole of foodie booty. Foodie beauty. Foodie booty. Although it naturally makes you want to say that, right? Oh, that's a good one. Cindy says, I'm shocked that when Lori kept saying my husband, Nancy didn't say which one. Amen. Amen. What's going on, Bo? Can you see him? He's over here. There we go. You'll see him in a second. Bubba, what you doing, buddy? I got it. He's like, no, absolutely not. Okay, I'm gonna pull up. Let's rewatch a couple of things real quick. Hold on. Please help. Please continue to help. Let's watch K first. I love this one. I love this one. Is Matt making cucumber casserole? Yeah. He's baking some. What did I say the other day of the cucumbers? And y'all are like, "What? Are you sure it's not zucchini?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, zucchini." I looked. I was like, "I'm gonna make the funeral potatoes," and I looked. And I was like, "This is pretty complicated for me." I was like, "I'm not this weekend, but I am gonna make them." There's a post on this channel's, that section, the community post, or whatever. Emily got a recipe. Okay, please help. I said play how. I said play how. I said play how. I said burr. I said it's cold in here. There must be something in the atmosphere. I said burr. Okay, hold on.
Tylee. How old was Tylee when Lori and Charles got married?
She was 3, or right around 3.
So was Charles.
Ooh, Kay's ready to rumble right here now.
Ms. Woodcock, where were you on July 11th, 2019?
At home in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
She just flatly was like, "You know where I was, girl. Next."
Were you aware at all of the relationship between Charles and Tylee?
It was, let's say, it was a bit contemptuous. It seemed like there was always a lot of drama going on, and so that's all I knew. He didn't say too much about it, and I didn't pry.
But you knew that there was some kind of contention going on with those two.
From
for
on
a
my
while.
side, y'all, I have the
I'm sorry.
volume
You
turned
did
up
know that
as
there
loud
was
as
some
I
kind of
can.
contention going on with those two for a while.
Yes.
Okay. And you weren't really aware of the events that happened that morning, were you?
The morning of his
July-
murder?
Of July 11th?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Because you didn't tell me.
Ms. Woodcock, did you see or hear or personally witness me conspire with Alex Cox to kill my husband, Charles Vallow?
No, but I saw a ton of evidence that did.
Thank you. No further questions.
All right, redirect.
She knew to get real quiet. She knew to get real quiet.
You were asked about the relationship between your brother and Tylee. How old was Tylee when Lori and Charles got married?
She was 3, or right around 3.
So was Charles in her life for most of her memorable years?
Exactly. Yes, he was.
And how old was she in July of 2019?
She was 16. Yeah, yeah,
So teenager.
yes.
In terms of their relationship, are you saying that Charles and Tylee never had good times?
Oh, I'm not, no, I'm not saying that. I saw them have good times, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that they couldn't look at each other, or, it wasn't like that. But I mean, yeah, a teenage girl on one is hard anyway. But I do know that there was a lot of issues with her dad and Lori with her ex-husband and custody, and it was a mess. It was a mess.
So Tylee had a lot going on in her life,
Yes, she did.
and you would see her and Charles at times have difficulty getting along.
I never really saw anything that sticks out in my mind. But I just know he'd tell me how it was just difficult. And as a step parent, it can be very difficult. I can attest to that.
So on July 11th, when Charles Vallow was killed, did you actually have any idea that your brother was dead?
None at all. How would I know?
So in terms of you learning that your brother was dead, it was never from Lori
Or
Vallow.
from her.
It was,
It was from Google that my husband found.
thank you. I have no other questions.
Are there any questions for this witness from anyone on the jury?
Start talking again, so change your volume back to make it normal. Hold on. Volume coming in, volume coming in. Volume switch coming in. Volume switch coming in. Which video Kobe made about a month ago. A relationship between Lori and Ty was very happy. I was so bad for those kids. Yeah, I can only I can only imagine what the relationship was like in the house. I can only imagine with the kid, the kids and whatnot. Yeah, I wonder. So, does anybody know, like, from a legal perspective, what if the jurors ask about the kids or Alex? Yes, Shannon says, I believe that Lori was encouraging adding to the drama between Tally and Charles. 100% agree. 100%. Absolutely 100%. I was your alarm. I was your alarm clock. So Barb says someone was talking crap about Ty not going to the wedding, and he showed pics over there. Okay. They can be told it's not relevant. Okay, that makes sense. They ought to be put into why the question got not in depth. Yeah, no answer is an answer, right? I mean, it's like, what? Like, why would you have no answer to that? Ty's dad, Joe, died April 2018. Their questions have to be relevant to the witness testifying. Yeah, because remember when Allison says apparently Lori's upset Kobe was getting married? Oh, you know how you see those like TikTok videos of like boy moms, you know what I mean, where they'll be doing something creepy, like hanging on their son too much at the football game and like stuff like that. 100% Lori, I bet. I would be curious if Colby speaks of her in that way, like if she was like that kind of toxic boy mom vibe. Stitch says Kobe made it sound like Lori didn't like his wife. Oh, I bet. I bet. I'm 100% sure she was. Which is sad. And where did we hear about? Oh, that's right. Wait, Kobe said Lori didn't like him getting married. He was hers. Yeah. Oh, I can see that 100%. Sure, on multiple things in their wedding. I'm gonna have to go listen to this video by Colby. His wedding situation now. Yeah, the way Lori tried to pull from past experiences to make it like we were having our enchiladas and blah, 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 blah. You know, again, you know, she caused so much drama at family situations, all different types of things. You know, she did. It was like she was that family member. Oh, I'll go watch the reaction video to Nancy Joe as well. Kobe said they were gross. I love it. I can't imagine what it's like for. I'm sorry. What it's like for Colby to be there in court. I mean, it's like, and it's like it's his mom, and seeing her in this state. Because I saw the interview he did with Nate where he was like, you know, the way that, you know, and he refers to her as Lori, but like, Lori's like, you know, talking to people. No one should ever talk to other people like that. I mean, how rude she's being. And again, it's like the jury's seen that. You know, the jury doesn't like her. Wait, Anita says that, for me, Colby called out. Wait, where'd you go? My up thing will not work. Colby called out somebody, and somebody called out somebody. It's gone. Yeah, Colby looks great. Yeah, he's a very handsome man. Great. And what does he have? One kid now? I don't. I've not listened to their podcast, to Adam and Rex's. Adam doesn't like Megan because she left the church. Oh, really? Megan's the cousin, right? 3 kids? Oh, I thought he only had 1. Oh, wow. Okay, awesome. What you doing, buddy? Can y'all see? This is, see, he doesn't want to be picked up. This is Luke. Luke. See how he looks like a little coyote? Look. Good boy. I know it's a rough life. Yes, it is. See how he looks like a little coyote? His little hair is gone, but you can already feel it wanting to get. He just has curly hair. Coyote dinner, right? Coyote dinner for sure. Arr! What is it, Luke? What's he doing? Look. What's he doing? This is Bo's bad. Luke, Bo does not like it when Luke gets in it. But Bo is over there right now. He's a dingo. He's a dingo. Yeah. Luke, are you a little dingo? Are you a little dingo? So Meg is whose cousin? Is she Lori's cousin? Is that who she is? Hey Danielle, how's it going? A jackal, yeah, right. A jackal's probably more like it, yeah. Megan is Lori's cousin. She's been on Mormon Story. Okay. Colby left the church. Okay. Oh, thanks, Susan. Is it Annie Cushing? Oh, I'm sorry. Annie Cushing is Joe Ryan's sister, right? Joe Ryan was one of Lori's earlier husbands. Thanks, Jessica. Who he, let me ask this, y'all. Let's talk about Joe Ryan for a second. Did he, I mean, I know that he supposedly died of natural causes, right? Do we believe that? I mean, have they 100% proven that? Is it like, yeah, absolutely? Because wasn't his health going down pretty good? I know, right? It's like we know so much about this crazy a heart attack. Okay. Annie is Tally's aunt. Is Bo the wild? Luke is the wild one. Bo was when they were puppies. I mean, I know they're still puppies now. They found him a week after. No, Joe and the sisters doesn't even Alex or also says. I think all of the I think they're all suspicious. I agree, Jenny. It's just when you see this much death, it's almost like they figured out, you know what I'm saying, like a scheme. Like, okay, we've got this down. And they just got confident and messy. Huh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There's a dingo on my sofa. I'm gonna be saying that for I've latched onto the word dingo. I just think it sounds funny. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, but it does. They remind me of the characters. Okay, hold on here. She done killed everyone. Amen. Yeah, did Alex get cremated? Is that what they did? A dingo stole my baby. Can you imagine? That case was crazy. That's literally what I think of with that. Alex was there for the sister that passed. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't put anything past them. Nope, don't put one thing past any of them. Yeah, Alex's death, even if it was straight up, what do you call it, natural or whatever. I mean, the whole thing of like Chad getting on the phone and doing the last rites. And let me tell you what, that phone call, y'all, where they're like crying and like Lori's in the background. I'm surprised did they have insurance on Alex? The whole thing with the phone call, and I'm talking about that the last rites phone call with Lori and Chad talking to Alex, the final blessing, or yeah. I mean, that was pure cringe. Pure cringe. Okay. No insurance on Alex. I'm shocked. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I just don't believe it was natural. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. It's just so coincidental. Yeah, Courtney says, Alex said, I hope I'm not their fall guy, then dead the next day. Yeah. The last rites phone call. Hold on, please hold. I keep calling it last rites. You know what I'm saying? The final blessing. Hold on. The last rites. Please hold. Okay, this. Okay, so y'all, we're gonna put the final blessing. I keep calling it last rites. We're gonna play it, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this before I do it. It's super loud, so adjust your volume because it's gonna be boom. Okay. The other thing was just really quiet for some reason, and this one I was like, so like just tune down a little bit, and then we'll tune back up when it starts to play. Okay. Okay, y'all. So this is I'm giving you three, count of three to adjust volume here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm gonna play. I'm gonna mute myself. I need a patriarchal blessing with that sneeze.
5:15 p.m. We're going to give Alex Lamar Cox a patriarchal blessing.
Alexander Lamar.
Alexander Lamar Cox. On this special day, I lay my hands upon your head to give you a patriarchal blessing. As part of the member of the Church of the Firstborn that you have earned the privilege to be a member of, I do so by the power of the Melchizedek priesthood which I hold, and in the name of Jesus Christ, our Savior, who has authorized this blessing. It is grateful that you're receiving it as you move forward in your life. You are a member of the House of Israel, of the 12 tribes, and you are a descendant of Joseph through the tribe of Ephraim, which grants you many blessings, particularly of spreading the gospel in these latter days and protecting and preserving those who seek to learn the truth. And that has been your mission on this earth, and it will now expand into ways that we will discuss further in the blessing. I want to begin by opening up the portals of time and going back to your previous creations in which you've lived. I see you on the third creation as a valiant warrior fighting for truth and righteousness, always seeking to do what is right. And you progressed and were selected by the Savior himself to be part of the fourth creation. Great warriors were needed in that creation. Powerful goddesses were needed to be protected, and you were selected to help protect your sister. And you helped her in numerous probations as a defender. You have a special bond even from the premortal world. You connected there. And as she grew in power, you were right there beside her, always with a humble heart. You both always were so humble. So as this fifth creation began, after you had been exalted in the fourth creation, when you could have gone on to exaltation with Holly, resurrected being, you accepted the Savior's invitation one more time to come to this mortal realm, to condescend as a God. You help us. You have already assisted us in ways that can never be repaid. But you will continue to do so as you move forward in this life. You were born into a family that needed you desperately, with a set of parents who spoke of the gospel with their mouths, yet did not live it. And once again, you were reunited with a sister who needed you to survive such an environment. In no way was it a reflection on either one of you that you lived in that home. You were put there to help each other persevere. But the lessons you had to learn in your youth have now made you both strong, powerful servants of the Lord that would not have occurred in a traditional LDS home. You had to go to great depths to achieve tremendous heights. And the fruits of those trials are beginning to be demonstrated. You were granted to be a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that was a strength to you. You learned about your Savior and grew closer to Him, and rekindled in some ways the connections you've always had with Him. And through adulthood, you have refined yourself. And I just want you to know that at this time, the Savior is saying unto me, well done. Thy soul is cleansed. All is well. And now you'll begin into your terrestrial phase of this existence, that you'll be a powerful servant. I bless you with that knowledge that you'll now move forward as a true warrior in ways that can be demonstrated through not only physical action, but through spiritual power that is coming to you and will be bestowed upon you. I bless you with the knowledge that through marriage, you'll be united with a partner who will match your powers and complement your strengths. You'll be known throughout the world for your good-heartedness, your willingness to save souls all over the world through portals, and you will begin to gather the souls that come unto Christ. I see you in New Jerusalem, but more importantly, I see you as a messenger of the Lord. Surrounding New Jerusalem will be many small communities where people will come who aren't quite ready to enter those heavenly gates, those terrestrial gates. And one of your missions will be to go among the people and testify as a prophet that they can make it. You'll share your own experiences of overcoming adversity. And through your example, they will rise up. You will give tremendous blessings to them, raise their vibrations, and be like a brother to many of these fathers who may have had doubts, but through your strength, they will look to you as a hero, and you'll bring entire families that have been sanctified to the gates of New Jerusalem, and they will be allowed in on your
Okay, y'all, incoming Paul voice. So volume is adjusting. I'm talking quietly. I can't anymore with that. When it gets to the part of him choking up and crying, I have a literal, like, physical reaction to it. When he gets like all quiet, where he's like, as a prophet. But the whole thing where he's like, you know, you'll meet people. Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Boom. You're gonna meet people and help them cross over whatever. I'm just like, bro, I cannot. And the way how many times he says portals. But you know what I started thinking I want to do? Somebody mentioned Chat GPT. I wonder what would happen. Let's see what Chat GPT says. If we say, hold on, generate a, okay, wait, what do you call this again? Hold on. Patriarchal blessing. Patriarchal. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. This is very long. Yes, it's similar to some of the stuff in the beginning that Chat was saying. I just asked Chat GPT. This is so bad. I just asked Chat GPT to generate a patriarchal blessing to see what it said. You know what else is interesting? I did this thing where I was just like bored one day. This is a few weeks ago. And I went to Chat GPT and I plugged in, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain how I went down this rabbit hole, but like I was doing something with Sarah Boone, and then I said, it was almost like you take an article about Sarah Boone and you say, generate a fictional character based on this article or whatever. And with the personality traits, like, to put into a story, y'all. Then I was like, now take the character and put them in just make a scene of like at a grocery store, like with an expired coupon or whatever, right? And I had this whole, like, I would take it and then literally I had this whole thing made out. I recorded it, like this whole scene of Sarah Boone reacting like this grocery store scene. And then I went and like changed some of the story to like myself or whatever. But I was calling it somebody else. I was calling her Zara Buffoon because I was like, I don't know if I can like how, you know what I'm saying, with this, whatever. I recorded it and then I deleted it because it went on for so long. And when I went back and listened to it, I was like, I switched back and forth between her name, and then I went in and had pictures done. As ChatGPT, generate a picture based on the scene, and it was basically a fictional story of Sarah Boone. The premise of what we knew of her with Jorge George going to the store late at night, having, after she woke up, it was almost like a, what if she woke up and realized he was dead and went to go get more wine at the store, but then had this like interaction at the store and ends up locking the dudes at the store in the freezer. Yeah, I went down this rabbit hole with it. It was almost like, I don't want to call it fan fiction because I'm obviously not a fan of Sarah Boone's, but this tattoo is Roscoe P. Coltrane. So that was the Chihuahua, that, my old dog, and this is his nose print. So, pardon me. It was a fever dream, 100%, 100%. So yeah, so it was into old time radio. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do there because I was like, with Sarah Boone is like so take out everything or whatever, taking Sarah Boone's psychological profile and putting it into a fictional character and story setting. That was like what I studied in college, was like fiction writing, creative writing, all this kind of stuff, whatever. And so Sarah Boone is like a case study for a fictional character, is very fascinating to me. And almost like plopping her into a Flannery O'Connor modernized situation, pardon me, absolutely fascinates me. So I might go back and do that. Emerson, is that here? Where is Emerson at, Cindy? Oh, is that Georgia? Is that Georgia? Ain't that where the Indigo Girls went? Oh, I'm sorry, Zombie. I know that's tough. Boston? Okay. What's the college in Georgia that I'm thinking of? I don't know. Yeah, I do too. I've seen them a lot of times in concert. I went to the Umstead Park today and was listening to them walking in the woods. Emory, University of Georgia. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, like there's a lot of things that you can do with Sarah Boone, like a character with her. But it was so funny how accurately ChatGPT generated a character with all of the same stuff. They're like, a person like this would exhibit, and it was like narcissism, and these would be the signs, and this was this. I mean, it was so wild how accurate it was. It was so wild. Excuse me. There's a city in Georgia called Emerson. Emory. Maybe I'm thinking of Emory. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. What college did the Indigo Girls go to? Okay. And Emily and Amy attended Emory University. Where's Emory University? I think it's Atlanta. Atlanta, okay. I can't. I'll sit here and go on. So the Indigo Girls met at Emory in Georgia. Yeah, what would be interesting is to take some character things like that. So like the Taylor Show business, Sarah, whatnot, interjecting them into different scenarios. Which, I mean, this is kind of already done, but it's just like, being more specific, like a modernized version of it or whatever. The Indigo Girls, most people know them of Closer I Am to Find. I stopped by the bar at 3 a.m. Tuesday solids in a bottle, or possibly a friend. That's like their most, from the 90s song. You have them like interact with each other, like just plop them down into situations and whatnot. Pardon me. Oh, I bet that was good, Lynette. I saw them. Okay, so when I say during COVID, it was like the part of COVID where you could start going back out and do stuff. So they came to the Performing Arts Center in Durham, and it was just Amy and Emily with guitar. It wasn't the full band. Y'all, we got second row seats, and I mean they were not that expensive for the Indigo Girls. It was so great. I mean, you got right up front, and it was just them and their guitars. It was so intimate. Well, then years later, they came back through with the band. And I was like, oh, that might be fun to go do that. And I was like, there ain't way too expensive at that point, right? Because it's the whole band and everything. Now, I also saw Emily when she did her solo tour for her solo album. And I can't think of it right now, but it's in Hillsboro. If Lost Ronan's in here, he can tell us. But there's a music hall in Hillsboro, North Carolina that's very great. And Emily played there. And it was like, I mean, it's like it's a music hall. So I mean, you're like standing here and she's like on the stage, but it was for her solo album, which was it was a good album, but I mean, it wasn't like it was a different vibe, right? Oh yeah, Athens, Georgia, that whole the great music scene. What is Athens like now? I looked to different places to possibly move to. One of my favorite albums by them is and let me I should know it. Uh uh it's mysteries on it. Where's my thing? Swampophilia. Swampophilia. That is a 100% vibe, a very specific time in life. Now, Nomads, Indian Saints, right behind that. Those two albums are quintessential Indigo Girls for me. Now, also, really, let me go look at them real quick. Rites of Passage, when it came out, was a little too poppy, but I love the album. No, obviously their self-titled Indigo Girls amazing. Strange Fire amazing, right? Um Nomads Indians, one of my favorites. Swampophilia, Come On Now Social. Look Long, their most recent one, which was 5 years old at this point. Not too many songs on there. I mean, whatever. Poseidon the Bitterbug, great. Their live album, let me tell you what, 1200 curfews or 12 o'clock curfews, which I don't know what it is. I think 1200 curfews. Thin Line, their cover of it. Woo! I'm telling you what, that song right there, that song is, they do an amazing cover of Thin Line. Entangled Up in Blue. I mean, they know what to do. So, sorry, I went off an Indigo Girls tangent. I went off on an Indigo Girls tangent. Now I saw Dixie Chicks 2 summers ago, I think. Second row seats. And I'm talking they rocked out. I'm talking hardcore. Middle of summer though. Now, did y'all see my very first concert was New Kids on the Block? And then soon after that was Janet Jackson. My mom got New Kids on the Block tickets to kind of like, be like, okay, we're going to go, whatever. I don't really listen to them. But Janet Jackson, I'm talking, I was in love with Janet Jackson. But the Monkeys, I bet that was amazing. Oh, just Chicks now. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did change their name. I would have died. So fun fact, my aunt and uncle went to Michael Jackson concert. Now I was young and she bought like, obviously just a fake glove or whatever. Well, she told me that they got real close to the stage and Michael Jackson handed her his glove. And when I tell you, I carried that around and took it to school for show and tell, 100% was like, this is Michael Jackson's glove. You couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah, it was Rhythm Nation. Still probably my favorite album by Janet Jackson. I mean, you couldn't tell me nothing. That was Michael Jackson's glove, and I had it. Tori Amos is really good. So it's Tori Amos. Fun fact is I went to her concert with a boyfriend who was really into her, and I wasn't like as into her at this point. And we're going way back when. I mean, we're 20 years ago. Well, after the concert, we walked around to the back. This is at the amphitheater here in North Carolina. And she came out like to meet people, like you see them do. And it was like in her bodyguards and stuff like that came up like, Tori's gonna come say hey to y'all, but you have to basically shut the what up and be chill, right? And so I was standing at the gate, okay, like how people start pushing up. I ended up being right there. Now for me, I was like, great, but I really didn't know her that much, right? So she's standing right in front of me, and I end up kind of being the person that people would hand me their stuff to sign or give to her. I mean, people are crying, people are freaking out, people are whatever. It was so wild. She was super nice. She stayed there for a while, signing stuff and taking stuff and doing all that kind of stuff. It was wild. Tina Turner would be amazing. Oh, Green Day did Coachella. So y'all, let's go ahead and do a kind of like before we keep like talking music and stuff, we've kind of trailed off here. So let me go ahead and tell everybody, not homework, but what do you call it? Housekeeping. I always want to say homework. I guess it could be homework, but that doesn't sound fun, does it? So remember, tomorrow the live stream is going to be 1:30. They're starting 30 minutes early. Monday through Thursday is court, Friday is off. So we'll be doing just the same as we've been doing. We'll be here at 1:30, whatever. And we'll do our thing and whatnot. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed. Here's the thing. And I want to get more into doing this because it's the easiest way for me to follow a trial, because I wouldn't be able to sit here through a trial if I wasn't like watching it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like some of it, like I'll do like a lot of these things where I'll do like, okay, I'll watch the opening statements or whatever, and whatnot. But it's very difficult for me to sit from start to finish through one. So I absolutely love it. Now, on that note, also keep in mind that Corey Richards' trial has been like not shut off, but like it's gonna get delayed again. The next thing coming up, we have to find out when this one ends and when Lori's Brandon Boudreaux trial goes up. I 100% want to be watching Stefan Stern's trial, like here streaming it, whatever. I would have died to see Dolly at Dollywood, Sandy. Would have died. My clan fame. Okay, so can we watch Nancy Joe again? Yeah, we'll watch her again, but we'll finish it up. I saw Loretta Lynn at the State Fair here in North Carolina. If you've been to the State Fair in North Carolina, you'll know that little funky building or whatever. And she had her bus. This is again over 20 years ago. And she came in and she was standing in this weird section where you could just look over, and she was like, "Hey there." And she had one of those big ball gowns on, and she walked up basically through the aisle from her bus to the audience. And she got on stage and she was like, "Do y'all mind if I take my shoes off?" And she took her shoe. I would have died to seen Loretta Lynn with Jack White. That album is so insanely good. And this was not Van Leer Rose era, but Van Leer Rose, I tell people, I'm like, even if you're not in the country, that album is genius. That just is a testament to how genius Loretta Lynn is musically. When I tell people, I'm like, I like country music, I'm like, look, I like country music. I like Morgan Wallen, of course, yeah, whatever. 90s country I love, but I'm like Loretta Lynn, Conway Twitty, Tammy, that old Johnny Cash, that old school country music, bluegrass. Woo, y'all. I love it. I love all kinds of music. I love all kinds of music. I mean, as you can tell, listen to me talk, right? Emmylou Harris, oh yeah. Patsy Cline, you name it. Yeah, Loretta Lynn just singing about all stuff. Beautiful. Yeah, Dolly, all that. Somebody just asked a question that, oh, Jelly Roll's coming here. I'm more familiar with his wife from TikTok. Yeah, Brian Koberger and Stephen Stearns, 100%. I love the banjo. Yeah, let me go pull up. Okay, what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna finish. We're gonna watch the Nancy Joe portion again, and then we'll have some closing thoughts, and then wind it up for the evening. Please hold. Yeah, Kenny Rogers was good too. When I came up, like my dad and them, well, they listened to all sorts of music too. But Kenny Rogers, Alabama was a big one. And then my dad listened to a lot of oldies. Please hold. I mean, Lori thinks she's eaten with no crumbs, period. What am I doing? I'm presenting. Okay, where is this? Oh, play me some country music. Like grandma and grandpa used to play. Yeah, I remember Alabama. Okay, let's see here. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna play the mute myself. So wait, prepare your. I don't know how loud this is gonna be for y'all, so just know that volume changing is coming in. Here we go.
Nancy Joe, right?
Correct.
And we have not met before,
We have
correct?
not?
Okay. And you stated that your husband or my husband told you that he was going through a divorce. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And did you have any way to verify that?
No, I didn't try to verify that.
Okay. So did it surprise you later to find out that we were not in the process of a divorce?
Charles was in the process of a divorce.
He was not in the process of a divorce. Did it surprise you to find that out? You've seen it all on TV where we're not getting divorced.
Okay.
So on the website that you met him, did he say he was divorced?
I'm not certain.
Would you have gone on a date with him if he would have said he was married?
If I would have realized how married he still was, maybe not. But I just met for dinner. I wasn't sleeping with him or anything.
Do you go on dates with married men? Not naturally?
Argumentative. I'm going to also object under 611 for harassment.
All right. I'll sustain the objection.
Your Honor, do I not have a right to cross-examine this witness for what she has already testified to?
You can cross-examine her about what she's testified to.
So you did go on a date with a married man,
I went on a date with Charles.
but you did not know he was married.
I knew his divorce was not final.
His divorce was not started.
Okay.
Okay. So in your text messages, you asked Charles if he was a good kisser. Is that correct?
Maybe, sure.
Did he answer that text message?
I'm
gonna
sure.
object
I'm sure he did.
relevance. Again, 611 harassment.
I'll sustain the objection for relevance and hearsay.
So are you trying to tell me and this jury that you went on one date with my husband and he told you all the details of our lives?
I'm telling you the truth, and that's what I know.
So you spent your whole date getting to know each other, talking about me.
Don't flatter yourself. No, we did not spend the whole time talking about you.
You knew a lot about me, right?
I knew what I've testified to.
What else did you talk about on your date?
Lots of things.
Like what, for instance?
Life, kids, the church, lots of things.
Okay. Did he tell you about anything about our other 4 children?
Yes,
So you knew that we did have 5 children as well?
I did.
Okay. Did he talk to you about my daughter Tylee?
He did.
Did he talk about his relationship with her?
I don't recall that.
Did he talk about the contention in his relationship with my daughter Tylee?
I don't recall that.
I'm sure you don't.
And I'm going to object to comments by the defendant made after questions testifying.
Let's sustain the objection.
On your date, you talked about my husband was a life insurance salesman. Is that correct?
I knew he did something with money and insurance, but I really didn't know the details of what he did for work. Like I said, I don't ask the details about what someone does for work when I'm trying to get to know someone.
But you knew that he sold life insurance. You stated that.
I believe that I had a vague understanding that he did something with insurance.
And then he brought that up again at dinner.
No, we didn't talk about his work at dinner.
I thought you said you did talk about, and correct me if I'm wrong, you said you did talk about that he changed the life insurance policy at dinner.
Well, you were asking me if we talked about that he sold insurance, which that didn't happen. But yes, he did tell me that he changed the beneficiary of his life insurance policy at dinner.
Did he tell you how much his life insurance policy was for?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
$1 million.
Did he tell you how much my life insurance policy was for?
I do not recall.
You don't recall?
We didn't talk about you very much in that vein.
When did you talk to him about me very much then? If it wasn't at dinner, was it in your text messages?
We were talking about what he was going through in the process of separating from you, not about what your life insurance policy was worth. And we talked about you on the phone. And when I say you, meaning what he was doing as he was going through this separation.
So let me understand. You were dating some different men on this website, right? From the websites.
Sure.
Would you say it was common for men to be talking so much about their supposed ex-wives during their conversations with a potential?
It's actually very common.
Really?
Really.
Interesting.
And again, Your Honor, I'm
All right.
going to object to the defendant making comments after her questions. and
I'm
move
sorry,
to
Your
strike.
Honor. I won't do that again.
All right, please stop.
I'll
now.
just ask the questions.
Thank you.
So there were some text messages between you and my husband after the dinner on July 10th. Is that correct?
Correct.
What time would those text messages have occurred?
After dinner,
What time?
10:45-ish.
10:45 to what?
I'm not certain, ma'am. After dinner.
10:45 to midnight? Maybe?
I just told you I don't know. Maybe.
What did you discuss in those text messages?
And I'm going to object to relevance again. If there's a specific area.
Sustain.
You testified a minute ago that Charles told you a lot of things about his wife. You didn't say ex-wife, but you said wife. Is that correct?
Okay, sure.
What were a lot of things?
The things that I've testified to.
Can you be more specific?
Am I allowed to do a narrative then?
Let's go on sidebar.
Hello. Hello. Incoming Paul voice. Incoming Paul voice. Please adjust your speakers accordingly. Thank you. Your flight is now coming down. The way that
when Lori turns around, and let me tell you what, she's looking. That hairstyle she does her zero favors. Zero favors. Okay, she looks ridiculous. She looks ridiculous. And then she's like, I don't want to do that. I mean, that part is like, the angry Shih Tzu. Yeah, I'm going to check out Colby's reaction and the video about him talking about his wedding. Okay, so let's go over our closing housekeeping or whatever you call it. Tomorrow 1:30 streaming time for the trial, Monday through Thursday. Oh, cool. Thanks, Jenny G. I love Courtroom Confidential. Josh is fun. Pardon me. So yeah, so we'll meet up at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow for the trial, and we'll see where it takes us. And we'll go from there. So thank you to all the moderators for being here tonight, for hanging out during the week. The dogs are sitting here. What's going on? You want to come say bye? He's like, no. Luke's sleeping in my lap right here. And so yeah, we'll meet back up. I do appreciate y'all. I love y'all very much. We will play our little outgoing song here in a moment from Mr. Slow Morrison. And that's it. I do appreciate it. Y'all have a good rest of your Sunday evening. 1:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We will kick back off with week 2 of Lori Daybell, or Arizona versus Lori Daybell. All right, y'all have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good night.
The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough. Join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Bert's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Ooh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh please, the puppies need me. Oh please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.